Hello students, welcome back to the online class of physics. This is your neighbor Miss back with the heat. In our previous class we have learned about the difference in the heat and temperature, right? And we have even learned about the so many examples we have done. We have done the activities based on heat and temperature differences, and we have learned about the thermal equilibrium. We have learned about thermal equilibrium. We have even learned about the specific heat, right? So in today's class we will learn about start the class with the applications of specific heat, how the specific heat is applied and where it is applied. Okay, so we know that the temperature of the average body is directly proportional to the average kinetic energy, right? We know this. The molecules of the system or body or any substance have different forms of energies like linear kinetic energy and vibrational energy, and we have potential energy. So these, they have different kinds of energy. Every body is having different kinds of energies. They may be a kinetic energy, a potential energy, or vibrational energy of the bodies, different bodies, or you can say different molecules. So different molecules also, when they are coming together, they will even have the kinetic energy, potential energy, vibrational energy between them. Okay, so the total internal energy of this system is called as internal energy. So total energies of the system is called as internal energy. Okay, whatever total energy is there of the system, in the sense any object, any body or any substance, whatever we are taking, total of these energies is called as internal energy of that system. When we supply heat to the system, the heat energy given to it will be shared by all the molecules among the various forms of energies. Okay, this sharing will vary from substance to substance. Again, when we have learned about in our previous classes regarding this, I said that different substances have different capacity of temperature and heat energy. Okay, so it has different form of its capacity varies, right? Like how in us, in human beings, the capacity varies. Eating capacity, doing work capacity, walking capacity, running capacity. Our capacities vary, right? Different human beings have different capacities, isn't it? So like that only, different substances have their different capacities. Okay, so based on that, they sharing will also vary. Sharing of these energies also, internal energy also varies. So the rise in temperature is high for a substance. The mixture share of the heat energy is utilized for increasing the linear kinetic energy. Okay, when there is rise in temperature of a substance, it is used for the linear kinetic energy, and this sharing of heat energy of the system also varies with the temperature. This is why specific heat is different for the different substances, as its property is different, as its they vary in sharing the amount of energy. Like, see, do you remember we said about water and oil in our previous uh, video? We talked about the oil and water, right? So their capacity is also different. Transformation of heat here is also different. It varies. Sharing property varies. So similarly, that is nothing but, that's why we say that the specific heat of the oil is different and specific heat of the water is different, right? So if we know about the specific heat of any substance, we can determine how much heat is needed to raise the temperature of a certain mass of the substance through certain degrees by using the equation Q is equal to We have learned about this equation. Q is equal to ms delta T, where we said m is the mass of the substance, S is the specific heat, and delta T is the change in temperature. Right? We have learned this in our previous class. Yes. So next, coming to the applications of the specific heat. If we come to the application of specific heat, firstly is the sun delivers a large amount of energy to the earth. First application, if we talk about, it's sun. We'll take sun. So sun, when it delivers a large amount of heat energy to the earth daily, the water sources on the earth, particularly the ocean, absorbs this energy for maintaining a relative constant temperature. The oceans behave like heat store houses. The oceans, major part of the heat which is coming from the sun is absorbed by the water in the oceans, and they act as the storage houses of the heat. They can absorb large amount of heat at equator without appreciable rise in temperature due to high specific heat of water. Therefore, oceans moderate the surrounding temperature near the equator. Ocean water transport the heat away from the equator to areas closer to the north and south pole. This transported heat helps moderate the climates in parts of the earth that are from the equator. So in this way, it helps the heat stored in the ocean, which will later be used by us, which transports the heat to the areas which are far away from the ocean. Watermelon, if you take example, watermelon which is brought out from the refrigerator retains its coolness for a longer time than any other food because it contains large percentage of water. If you keep that same watermelon in the hot water, it will also become hot and stores the heatness for a long time. Once you keep the watermelon in the refrigerator, you can see that when you eat that fruit, you will feel very sweet and it remains cool, right? Because why it is storing that amount of coolness in that watermelon, how it is possible to store that much coolness means because it is rich in water, right? So it is having a lot of water. So water has the property of storing the coolness or hotness for a long time, right? So that's why watermelon remains cool for the long time. If you take samosa also, samosa appears to be cool outside, right? When you take samosa, from outside if you hold it, you will see that it is, cool. But when you start breaking it, you will see that the samosa inside, whatever aloo, potato, sabji, whatever we have filled in, it will be hot, right? A samosa appears to be cool outside, but it is hot when we eat it because the curry inside the samosa, we eat it, is containing the ingredients with higher specific heat. So it is having higher specific heat. That's why when we break down the samosa into two, you will see that it is hot, right? Outside we can hold it, but when you break it, you will see that the ingredients whatever are present inside the samosa are hot. That is due to the difference in the specific heat. So with this it is clear that the specific heat depends on the substance we use, right? The substance, like if you take any substance, it is having different specific heat based on their sharing of heat energy property, right? Yes, so with this I complete the topic, today's topic. In tomorrow's class we will continue with the next topic of the same lesson, heat, which will be very soon completed. So let us wait for the next video. And lastly, children, I would like to request you all to uh, you know what I wanted to say, that you have to obey your parents, respect your parents, obey your parents, respect your teachers, elders, parents, everyone. And you have to concentrate in your education. Whatever I do explain on the board, try to go with the textbook and try to complete it. And going reading part is the best part of acknowledging yourself with the whatever this matter is that around us. So I request you all to just go through the textbook also after going through the video. Fine. So today's homework, you have applications of heat. You have to write applications of heat and submit me. So thank you for watching the video.